This Pedagogy Premiere on Nurture Principle 6, the importance of transitions. In this short video, we will explore the importance of transition for our children and young people, and also consider the use of a self-evaluation tool.
A nurturing approach recognises that positive relationships are central to both learning and well-being. A key aspect of a nurturing approach is an understanding of attachment theory and how early experiences can have a significant impact on development. It all recognises that the early learning and school setting staff have a role to play in establishing positive relationships that are required to promote healthy social and emotional development, and that these relationships should be reliable, predictable, and consistent where possible. A nurturing approach has a key focus on the school environment and emphasises the balance between care and challenge, which incorporates attunement, warmth and connection, alongside structure, high expectations, and a focus on achievement and attainment. It is based on the understanding of the 6 nurturing principles, which are: children's learning is understood developmentally. The environment offers a safe base. The importance of nurture for the development of well-being. Language is a vital means of communication. All behaviour is communication. And transitions are important in a young person's life. A nurturing approach can be applied at both the universal and targeted levels and promotes inclusive, respectful relationships across the whole school community, including learners, staff, parents, carers, and other partners. Our final Nurture Principle 6 is the importance of transition in children and young people's lives. Children and young people experience many transitions throughout their lives and on a daily basis. Transitions from home to school, between classes and teachers, from break time to lessons, or moving from primary to secondary school. Changes in routine are invariably difficult for vulnerable children and young people, and school staff need to help children with transitions to carefully manage the preparation and support. Pupils should be included in the planning of support, as well as parents and carers where possible, and information should be shared at key transition points. Staff need to understand that the emotions that may be triggered by both small and large changes, and children should be pre-warned or reminded about changes in routines, using visual timetables to emphasise this where possible. Consider periods of transition for your children. Is there inexplicable behaviour just before the end of the day? Do staff feel frustrated by pupils who cause disruption as they move around the school? Children and young people may feel calmer if time can be made to discuss how they feel when things change in an open and honest way, to help them put coping strategies in place. The 6 principles help staff to focus on the social and emotional needs and development of children and young people, ensuring all pupils are ready to learn. They can form the basis of nurture groups, a short-term intervention for pupils with social, emotional and behavioural difficulties, which make it harder for them to learn in a whole class setting. And this can also be applied through a whole school approach. Unexpected changes or difficult transitions can lead to a heightened stress response. At these points, children can be shifted out with their window of tolerance, the metaphorical space in which they can cope with tricky emotions or situations. We may see the fight, flight or freeze response when they move out with their window of tolerance. We should be mindful that each child or young person has a different window and their responses will be unique to them, but it's our role to support them and bring them back within that safe zone. Dr. Chris Moore from EP Insight shares his final ideas on Nurture Principle 6. There are a number of ways we can help children to cope with larger transitions, such as leaving for school, exchanging a small photo with an adult, holding on to a button, stone, keyring or toy, matching bracelets, ribbons or hearts on a wrist, a tissue with a familiar perfume or aftershave, staying connected by an invisible string, visual or musical countdowns for rhythm and repetition, and memory cards for returning to tasks at a later point. For other transitions, the following approaches may make things more manageable and less scary. Meet and greets with key adults, maintaining predictable routines, extra time for processing and planning, opportunities for regulating activities, practicing transitions with fun role plays, talking through pictures of new places, providing breaks and choices for atypical days, having a backup key adult for staff absences, and continuous communication with parents and carers. It's important we try to emphasise positive beginnings and endings where possible, exploring all feelings about a change, illustrating the journey with pictures, roads and stories, postcards or video messages from previous adults, names and photos of key people in new settings, visits and virtual tours of unfamiliar locations, reassurance and practical tips from older learners, consistent, reflective and proactive approaches by all staff. Within their How Nurturing is Our School pack, Fife's educational psychology colleagues recommend that staff complete the associated self-evaluation wheel to demonstrate areas of strength and development against elements linking to our sixth and final nurture principle. For example, are changes to routine communicated with children? Are pre-warnings given where possible? Is support for transition personalised? Are transitions managed in the morning, after break and after lunch? Are routines visible in class?
Thank you for engaging with this Pedagogy Premiere.